After all, what is depression? Is it our sadness or upset when we cannot find the answer to a question or fall into the trouble? We feel sad or depressed, but at the same moment, when we get the solution to our problem or we get out of that trouble, so our sadness or depression disappear automatically. So now it is necessary to raise the question here, after all, what kind of disease is depression, which goes away on its own within 2 days without any treatment? And that's when the biggest twist come into this story, because depression, which we considered a disease, is just a downfall of our thoughts. So here is the entry of two type of depression about which we are always confused. One is clinical depression and other is feeling depressed. All of us are often sad or in a bad mood, so we feel depressed. But depression is more than being sad or feel down. That's why we are always confused about clinical depression or feeling depressed. So, before knowing about the differences, first do we know what is depression is? What is depression? Depression is a mood disorder in which our ability to think, feel, and even our daily activities such as sleeping, eating, and drinking and working are affected. Inside depression, you either become hyper emotional or become a victim of emotional numbness. This means that you will become so emotional about anything that your logical ability will end, or either there will be no emotion left in you. The neural system of your brain will be become so weak. Due to this, the communication gap between your reasoning brain and emotional brain will start increasing, and because of that, your decision making ability will start decreasing. Gradually, your sense organ will stop working properly because of the damage of neuropath which connect your brain and sense organ. Depression damage it. For example, when we eat some food, we will not have taste of it. Any incident will happen in front of us, our brain will stop reacting to it. Whatever we hear, our brain will stop acting on it. And all these are the proof of a person being depressed. So after knowing about the depression, now we know about the difference between clinical depression and feeling depressed. There is huge difference between these two. Feeling depressed means we often feel depressed in life whenever we fail in some work, or we do something wrong, or we are going through a trouble in our life, and because of that we are going through a phase of a struggle in our life, and because of this we feel sad, disappointed, and also sometimes overthink. But the same moment, as soon as we start climbing the stair of success or the phase of trouble start ending, we start feeling joy again and our depression ends automatically. But in clinical depression, here the status quo will remain. In some depression, our mood will be swing, or in some there is emotional numbness, like bipolar disorder, in which our mood will be episodic. But any depression come in the criteria of clinical depression when this condition persists for at least 2 consecutive weeks. In clinical depression, you get stuck on a single thoughts or sit there frozen. Nothing remains for you in front nor behind. Your mind just keep on solving the same unsolved knots. Sometimes your analytical mind tries to solve it, and sometimes he started questioning the solution made by him. Your position is like that child who built a house on the sand, but then the next moment break it and build it again because he does not understand which one is good. So in the end, the point is that feeling depressed is our part of life. Whenever we feel failure and going through some troubles or phases of struggle in our life, we feel depressed. But clinical depression is a mental illness in which your mind becomes so busy solving a puzzle of life that he stops paying attention to the signals of any of his sense organ. Because of this, we keep getting cut out of from the outside world and even from our families. We have neither ideas of time nor hunger and trust. We just get stuck in our confusion. So if this video added some value in your life, then please subscribe and comment and like my video. Thank you and best of luck.